What's up, ranch hands? Welcome back to the channel. 1923 season 2 episode number 3. And this journey with all of the folks, everything is really intense. Everyone is moving forward. It feels like, whether it's a positive or negative position. This storyline with Spencer, obviously the Spencer and Alexandra storyline is probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
It's like, when the hell are these two going to get back together? When the hell are they going to make it to Montana?
We need your help, bud.
I mean, it feels like through the first 2 episodes, it kind of feels like we're moving a little bit at a better pace than what season 1 was presenting us, because obviously there was a lot of vacationing that was going down with the two of them, and they were having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But then, like, back end, they obviously were trying to move forward, and they got the information and tried to get home. But Alexandra's on this trip with a bunch of other people on this ship, and the ocean is just tossing people around.
Very dangerous. I feel like you could die.
It looks like, yeah. I mean, if you're on a top bunk and you're getting thrown across the freaking room,
Yikes.
It can't be good for you.
And
I'm
there's
like,
little ones down there.
I'm like, give me bottom bunk. I don't want to be on the top bunk on this ride. No thanks. I
would be so seasick.
Yeah, for sure. But she's pretty conditioned now, I would imagine, to the journeys on the ocean.
You know,
tugboat to like
freaking. Oh my god, the tugboat! Yeah. Fuck the tugboat!
Right?
Jesus.
I mean, I hope wherever they're going, she gets to the destination, and then the next part of her journey ends up being a good one. The one that she's currently on, again, it feels like it's moving in a positive direction, despite how dangerous it feels. Because, again, it does feel dangerous. They don't really have, like, secure bedding, like, places to hang out. It just kind of feels like, hey, throw all these people on a ship, get them to their destination kind of thing.
What do you even do? I'm not a boat person.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's a pretty wild situation, but hopefully it ends up being a productive one for her, and hopefully she doesn't like get hurt, or because obviously she's alone, and hopefully like no one on that ship tries to like take advantage of her.
Yeah.
That too. So yeah, I mean, obviously it doesn't feel great, but hopefully there's some positive to come from this with her aspect of the journey, because Spencer ran into the Italian mob. Gilles, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. Good to hear from you. But I mean, it feels like that could be a good or a bad thing. It feels like the relationship ended on good terms, despite Spencer constantly getting into fights with people because he is so aggressively trying to get home. Anybody gets in his way, he's punching them in the face.
I feel like, I don't know if he should have like waited to figure out if this was gonna turn out differently, but yeah, now they're just pissed at him, but also he's got a truck, he's got a job, and like, go do it.
Exactly. And he's with Luca, so hopefully that whole situation and the deal that he made ends up being a positive one. As long as Luca comes back with like the deal that they agreed to, cool, we're good. And you mentioned it during the episode, maybe there's a possibility to get the, Italian mob involved to help them with their bigger problem at home.
Dude.
Possible.
How freaking
who knows?
cool would that be?
Yeah, I hope it's not the last we see of them, but yeah, Spencer obviously is a very aggressive dude, and I couldn't imagine being in his mindset with the like constant feeling of panic of getting that information about my home and my family and then taking so long to get home. Like, that's just unimaginable. And it's obvious why he's so aggressive, and the fact that he's now split up from Alexandra, he's on his own. I would just be a little more cautious about who I punch in the face, especially if I'm someplace that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
So that aspect.
He gave you pizza, dude.
Yeah. First time ever he's had pizza. It looked amazing.
It did. It looked
so
good.
I hope that, again, both of their journeys have been very rocky. They've run into a lot of bumps, but I'm hopeful that they are on positive roads now, and we progress the storyline and we find a way to get them back to the States and hopefully to Montana safe and sound, so that we can figure out what the hell's going on, because I don't even know what the hell's going on at this point, because Jacob, he got Zane and his family from that whole mess that they were dealing with, but there's a blizzard.
And they're currently under a wagon. Yeah,
they had to flip the wagon. Zane, I don't know if he's like permanently paralyzed or if he's just unable to walk based off of like the beating he received, and he just received no medical care as a result.
Yeah, neurological things, and
so
he can't walk for very long. He throws up.
The winter is awful, and they're stuck out in the middle of nowhere. It feels like underneath this wagon. I don't think they're all making it out of this alive.
It
just seems impossible. The thing's not insulated. You're still on the ground, which is frozen. The warmth of your body heat being close together goes a long way. But again, that winter, that blizzard looked really, really bad. And with the condition that Zane's currently in, I feel like he's the obvious choice to he's probably not making it out of this alive.
That's unfortunate.
Because I mean, he's just not in a good state, and he got no medical care, and he needs some.
Yeah.
So,
but I really hope that his wife and children are able to make it, even if Zane does pass on, because then at least they have the Duttons to help take care of them.
They can live on the ranch and be protected by them and all that. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see. I mean, I don't know how any of them make it out of that alive, because they've told us how horrible the winters are in Montana, and them being in a blizzard, and even talking about Margaret and how she passed. Like, that just sounds insane. And this, again, just doesn't seem like a very good place to be trying to, like, hunker down and protect yourself from the winter. So we'll see who makes it out of there. I worry for all of them. I mean, even Jacob, dude's old. Like,
he is.
That's not an insult.
No,
it's just like he's an old man now, and being out in that weather is really extreme. So I don't know what happens there. Again, my prediction's that they're not all going to make it out of there alive, but hopefully most of them do, and they can figure out how to protect the family. This Teonna storyline continues to evolve as well. These marshals are hunting them down.
Yeah.
So that whole situation is very nerve-wracking. It's one of the more difficult storylines to really even watch, just because of the way these marshals are treating people, and the way Deborah Morgan, that marshal, when they met, and she basically let him know what the hell's up, and like told him how it is, and put him in his place. But, you know, report a murder, you gotta still go through the process, and they're sketching her, and I'm wondering where this goes, if she continues to help this really bad marshal dude, or does she kind of get sus about the situation, like, let's like alter the drawing a little bit, because that sketch artist was bomb.
Oh my
she
God,
was
so good.
Working so fast,
beautiful drawing. Yeah.
so fast and really accurate. So I'm just wondering how that goes and how it plays out, because if they could get to the Comanche, they'll get some protection, hopefully. But again, it's higher class weapons versus like bow and arrows.
I mean, as we saw when the marshals were attacked.
Exactly.
I mean, at least we got one of them picked off.
Good job, guys. Yeah, one of them died, but they had their guns and they were able to shoot them and win that battle. So that was a really brutal situation. And you're kind of seeing the same thing with Whitfield, who's also got like a lot more firepower than the Duttons. Yeah. And not only that, but he seems really smart, like total dick, horrible person. But he's very strategic. Like, he saw some of these folks like skiing on the mountain, and he's like, cha-ching, we're gonna build ski resorts and turn this into $1 billion industry. Which I'm wondering how much money skiing does bring in these days. Is it $1 billion industry? Is it just in the
it's not just, you know, there's snowboarding,
like all over? That's what I mean. Yeah. Like the resorts, like it's got to be in close to that ballpark. But like the dude's got vision, and he's got a shit ton of money as well. And there was a moment we talked about it, like Banner questioning this dude now and admitting, like, I'm not scared of anybody, but this dude scares me. And I mentioned the idea of the potential like start of a redemption arc for him. Does he like turn on Whitfield? Yeah. Does he join up with the Duttons and kind of like...
Can he first please save the ladies at that house?
Yeah, I mean, that whole storyline is just...
free.
That's I still don't fully grasp the point of that storyline. Whatever it is, it just... Whitfield's a horrible dude.
It just shows what a terrible person he is, because he is fucking awful.
It just makes it even worse, I guess. But, like, he's already such an unlikable dude. You didn't need to do that to make us hate him, I feel like. But I'm wondering if there's going to be an opportunity for Jacob and Banner to come to an agreement and maybe have a truce and work together to get rid of him, because... It feels like that's like, as long as Spencer's not there, you don't really have a lot of other options. And I feel like Banner could be a good option if you're willing to trust him. I don't know. We'll see. But here we go. Episode 3. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. It's so pristine.
Untouched.
Oh my God. They're covered. I really hope that the horses survived also. That almost looks like a painting. Oh my God. Did they all make it?
Holy shit, dude. This is wild.
Let's go look for the horses.
Dude, they've got to be so cold.
Okay. Everybody made it.
Freeze to death. We need a fire.
Use the wagon.
I use the wagon. I got nothing to get you out in.
I ain't getting out of this anyway.
You will not talk like that, you hear me?
Don't quit on them, Zane. They ain't quit on you.
Burn the wagon. We'll ride out.
You can't ride.
I can sleep horseback. Ain't nothing to sitting on one.
All right, then.
Wow.
All right. That poor nurse.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the friggin' wolf that entered the house. Elizabeth said she's leaving when the winter clears. She had to get rabies shots. I don't even think of, like, the weather blowing the doors open and...
Darling, you'll die if you don't get them.
You don't know that. You don't know that it was Rabbit.
Renaud.
Wolves run from men. They don't seek them, they don't attack them, they don't come into their homes. Madness drove this animal, and it will drive you to your death.
It's driving me already.
This is not madness, this is fear, and you need to overcome it.
I don't know if I could do it.
I mean, this story has gotten so insane. And it's like, you just feel like oh shit. Everything she's been through.
Suppose you'd have me shoot you in the living room like an animal driven wild with fever. The world is not a fair place, as you've surely realized by now, but it has been far kinder to you than to the woman lying in the back of Dr. Miller's buggy. Now you're a woman. Whether you're ready to be one is debatable, but a woman you are.
Damn, Kara.
She's making facts. She's spitting facts.
Dude, Kara is a straight boss.
Well, honestly, stop it.
Like, some of the conversations that she's had with people through this show so far have been so powerful.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give her shots. I don't want her to get shots. Like, this sucks. But honestly, she makes so many good points. Oh. But you don't want to... You don't know. You don't know. I'd rather to be safe than sorry and just deal with it, right?
I'm making a stew. I'll call when it's ready.
Oh my God.
She doesn't like this.
No, of course not. And, like, how much harder would that be to go through all this stuff alone, essentially? Because Jack's not there. And it's like, she's come to this conclusion that she's leaving without him being around. Like, that's... I feel awful for her.
Yes. Is it smoother sailing now?
Hopefully, shit.
New York Harbor is in view and will be docking shortly.
Oh, thank goodness.
So into New
I'm
York
really
we
hoping
go.
that she has her documents and that somebody didn't take them. Because that is my fear right now, that she's going to get there and they're going to be like...
Like, sorry.
And she's going to be like, I don't have anything.
You will follow me off the ship and follow the U.S. immigration officers to the ferry docked at the bow.
I'm scared.
What ferry? Ferry to where?
Immigrant processing at Ellis Island, Ma'am.
Oh,
Why
God.
must we be processed and they're free to wander the city?
Because they secured their travel documents at the U.S. Embassy in London prior to departure. Had you done the same, you'd be free to wander as well. You will walk single file behind me.
I heard that Ellis Island was awful. See, this feels scary.
Like I've said in other historic things that we've watched, my history knowledge is long gone. And even when I was in school, I was not a good history student.
How long did they have to wait there?
There's a lot of people.
Speak English?
Of course I speak English. I am English. We invented it.
Got a special boat for people who give us lip. Takes you right back where you came from. Open your mouth. Say ah.
Ah.
Deep breath in. Hold it.
Why'd he do that? What test is that?
I don't know.
Down your right.
One of the things that keeps coming to my mind is the fact that she's like royal family, like.
Last name?
Alexandra of Sussex.
Is Sussex your last name?
Sussex is the region where my family's from.
I didn't ask where you were from. I asked your last name.
Dutton.
Alexandra Dutton. That's your name.
That is my name, yes.
What's your business in the United States, Miss Dutton?
I'm meeting my husband in Montana. He's American.
Did he not secure you travel papers for your journey?
We became separated in Marseille. He must journey here on another vessel.
Are we accepted or not accepted?
She clearly sticks out.
Well, that blonde hair.
And I worry that that's going to be an issue for her. She doesn't need any attention drawn to her.
What did her card say? I'm so scared for her.
Yeah.
There's another pregnant gal. Find another one.
Are you unwell?
Scared. And the soldier said pregnant women cannot come in.
Oh, fuck.
Why didn't they tell us that before we book passage?
Why won't they let you in?
Because I'm 2 mouths to feed with no means to work. Women have been working with baby at breast since Christ was in the cradle.
Dutton!
Uh-oh. What is she? Uh-oh.
Any cough, fever, rashes, nausea?
None.
See the stool to your left. You step up on the stool for me, please. Step down, please. Can you bend over, keeping your legs straight, and pick the stool up?
What would be the medical purpose of that?
The medical purpose would be to see if you can do it. America has no need for mongrels or invalids.
The fuck?
Raise it above your head. If you would disrobe, please. Remove your clothing. It is not a request, Miss Dutton. It is a requirement.
Damn. Is she gonna show enough?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, even if you're thin, your belly changes.
It does. Protrudes from a particular spot, your womb. I think it would show more as someone who's thinner framed. Poor thing. This is awful.
Turn around, please.
What are you... I would like to know what you're... Oh God, I don't like this.
I mean, they're checking for everything to make sure you're not bringing anything into the States.
Well, I get it, but also...
Deep breath in.
We already did this.
You didn't do it for me.
At this stage of pregnancy and time of the world, when were you able to know?
Lungs are clear, heartbeat normal. Open your legs. Gives me no joy to look between the legs of another immigrant in search for venereal diseases, which I find at an alarming rate.
You will not.
Then back to the ocean you go.
Dude.
I can't. This is so awful.
Something you forgot to tell me.
No.
You're pregnant. And they wonder why we check them. Note her chart.
What did you write on me?
I'm noting your pregnancy for the next examiner.
There's another one?
There's 3.
Holy shit, dude.
I get dressed.
Not yet.
The stuff that these people went through.
Did you know you were pregnant?
I knew.
How many months?
4, I think.
Fetch me a speculum, please.
No! What are they gonna do to her? Are they gonna make her...
Do you have any food in that fancy bag?
I have no food.
You gotta buy your way in, you know that, don't you? Or trade your way if you got no coins to spare. How is it for coins? What I have, I don't have. It's none of your concern. Trade then. With that face, I know what he want for passage. Maybe the officer won't mind biting from a used loaf of bread.
Was he just buttoning up himself?
State your purpose in America.
I'm joining my husband at his ranch in Montana.
Cattle ranch.
That is correct.
Think you're the first woman to come through this office with a dime store novel and a dream? America is not the land of dreams. It is the land of opportunity. Opportunity is something that must be seized. You must work.
You question my honesty, sir?
Questioning your honesty is my job.
I'm pissed.
A land of opportunity can only exist if those who seek a better life in America are willing and able to work for it. America needs another beggar or prostitute like it needs another Spanish flu.
I will work alongside my husband and his family.
Enough with the fucking husband. If you had a husband, he would be with you.
America runs ads inside every newspaper of London, boasting of the endless opportunity here, declaring, give us your tired, your poor, Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these. I lift my lamp beside the Golden Door. A sonnet by Emma Lazarus, donated to raise money for the platform your Statue of Liberty rests on. A statue which stares down on you as you strip us of our dignity and inspect us like cattle. I would say this is the least free I have ever felt in my life. If you wish to deny me entry, deny it.
Show him the letters.
But tonight was some courtesy.
You must display some marketable skills to gain entry.
I can read.
Prove it.
Whitman.
Just start from the beginning.
Seeking a passage with a bit more relevance to our current situation. Oh, while I live to be a ruler of life, not a slave, and nothing exterior of me shall ever take command of me. Re-examine all that you've been told and dismiss that which insults your soul, which is exactly what I will be doing with you regardless of your decision. You've lipstick on your neck. Might want to remove that before you head home to the missus.
Bitch. You better approve her now. Is this what we did to people?
Probably worse. Probably a lot worse. So now how does she get from New York to Montana?
Great question.
Where may I find the train station?
Where are you trying to go?
Montana.
Montana? Where's that?
Do you sell maps?
Not to Montana. Here it is.
It's far.
It ain't close. You need to get up to Grand Central Terminal. Too far to walk, take a cab.
Cabs are expensive.
You're a pretty lady. You might as well carry a sign that says tourists. The city ain't easy on tourists.
I'm scared for her. I'm really scared for her.
Looks like she's got a good amount of cash.
Hope it lasts.
Hopefully it gets her where she needs to go.
That's what I mean. I need it to last all the way to Montana.
Destination.
Bozeman.
This is gonna be a trick. You want a sleeper car, I assume?
Please.
You'll have to rebook in Billings for Bozeman. I can't secure that leg from here. It's too much risk of snowdrift shutting the line. Then put that somewhere different now. Every pickpocket in the terminal just saw your hiding place.
This whole situation feels so nerve-wracking. The way they're like just focusing on like the little things like her money, her ticket, being alone, like the constantly talking about it.
Cowboy rode by our camp looking for strays. Didn't know we was camped on someone's land. Figured it'd be best say we was there. We could leave if you like, or help you look for strays, then leave.
You can camp there as much as you want and draw a wage while you're doing it. When we start to drive, we're gonna push to that valley, then take them east onto the Llano Estacado, run them right into the rail yard there in Claude. Once you start seeing them cattle filter into that valley, go ahead and hold them right there.
This feels bad. This feels dangerous. This feels like he's being told on right now. They're just little.
Says two lawmen and a priest did this. Did it to the boys' parents at their home site, too.
Priest?
You know them?
Mm-hmm.
Get him.
They move east.
Tell these men to leave the justice to us.
Justice isn't what they seek. If it's justice you want, you need to find them first. Because they'll give them something else.
Oh,
what's with the horse? Belonged to one of the boys.
Should give it to the family.
They did.
All these Comanches are starving. Starving on the plains, starving at the fort. You travel 1,000 miles to starve. What's the only job in America? They don't care the color of your skin or what's between your legs. Cowboys, they don't care.
Fuck. Hey.
There's no boogie. There's something wrong. You're late.
Storm caught us. That's the doctor?
Yeah.
Zane is in bad shape. Get these kids looked at too.
I need everyone out.
Took a knock to the head.
It took a few.
Headaches?
It's worse when I sit up.
Follow my finger with your eyes.
Oh dear.
Vision blurred.
It comes and goes.
Does it hurt when I touch it?
No more than usual.
When someone suffers a severe brain injury, fluid, blood, can build up and cause swelling. It's called acute hematoma. But when the swelling is delayed, showing up a week or more later, it's an subdural hematoma.
So what do?
We must drain it.
I'm so sorry, what?
His left eye wasn't moving.
It's so swollen, it's pushing up against, I'm sure, his nerves and everything else.
Drill into his skull and suction out the blood. I don't have the supplies or the staff.
I guess we ought to find you a drill, Doc.
Well, I have a drill, but I have no anesthesia.
Oh my God! Oh my God.
Doc has to drill a hole, relieve the pressure.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing?
Packing.
Where are you going?
Back east.
Can you tell me why?
This place is why. This life is why. I want no part of it. If you want to be my husband, be him in Boston.
This is my home.
It's not mine.
Honey, it's time. Jack, you should step out.
No, let him watch.
Oh, this is...
Much better at this.
I hate Ward. I'm done with this place.
Sorry, Jack.
Where was that in our vows?
Let me see that map. I think this is where we meet the pavement. That's the road to Fort Worth.
You think maybe a wreck up ahead?
There's a roadblock. I'm gonna get eyes on it.
Oh, jeez. Couldn't be like a smooth ride. There's always gonna be something.
We have to find another road. We have to get rid of this truck.
We'll be fine.
I'm not dying for a bunch of fucking booze.
I'm scared.
We sit here, wait till dark, then keep moving.
Keep driving.
What are you gonna do? Oh!
After all the shit you suffered through to get here, this is what you do. Be a bagman for your cousin.
My cousins came from nothing, and look what they built. They are sharing it with me.
This isn't sharing with you, this is getting rid of you. You got two choices. Walk with me to a train station, or take your chances with this truck.
They're my family. Look what you do for your family.
Best of luck.
This is gonna get him on the shit list now with the fucking mob. Don't mess with the mafia, man. Why all of a sudden was this truck a problem? Is it because there's
alcohol,
a roadblock now, and
Yeah.
they're checking stuff, and
Yeah.
he thinks they're gonna get killed over it? There was no way around that.
I don't think Spencer felt like there was.
Oh, jeez. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, there's my answer. Dude.
My dearest Spencer, I've reached New York. Soon I board a train for Billings. In a week's time, I shall stand on your doorstep. I dream of mountains now. I dream of snow and a fire to warm us. It has been months since I have tasted your lips, or felt the fire of your touch. And yet, it is this last week that seems the most unbearable. Are we not done proving that we have earned each other? What fresh hell has the devil devised? It is fear, it is absolute terror that the world will not let me have you.
Well, who's this fucking guy?
Great.
No, no, no.
That voiceover was super ominous. Ugh, jeez. That just made it sound like
something bad is gonna happen right now.
Yeah, and there's like no shot that they're gonna get back together anytime soon. Ugh, this is wild. Like, it just felt so out of nowhere, the Spencer truck thing. Like, I mean, I guess you run up on one roadblock and you realize that they're not doing proper stuff and that you're in danger, and he had to abandon it immediately. It just felt so abrupt. But Alexandra, I mean, up until this moment right there, her journey, although it's been absolutely brutal and insane and just, I feel awful for her, it felt like she was moving in a good direction.
Yeah, no, this feels bad.
That voiceover kind of just changed my whole perspective on her journey now.
Yeah.
Because I thought, like, oh, she's... And again, the show has done a really good job of just making you agonize over their journey, because it's like, just like she said, the last week feels like it's the worst. As we watch an episode and you realize that, like, they're getting closer, but yet they seem farther away than ever. They're both in the States now. And it's like, that's agonizing for this journey.
So close yet so far.
It's been a season and 3 episodes now that we've been trying to get, well, I guess they weren't the whole season, they weren't trying to get back home, but it's been a lot, and it feels like they're just constantly running. And like, what is going to happen if Luca's death gets back to his family? Like, they're going to put that on Spencer for sure.
Well, no, but they don't know if Spencer died or not.
But I don't think they're just going to be like, oh, okay, too bad, they got our truck of alcohol. And no, I feel like they're going to investigate that. At least I would. That's my thought. But, I mean, this whole situation, this whole storyline, this journey...
This fresh hell.
It just continues to be a really difficult one because, again, like, I think I told you this before we sat down to watch. This isn't one of those, like, TV shows that has 9 seasons to it.
Yet.
It's a shorter show, so, like, the slow burn, I don't have as much patience for a slow burn in a show where it's, like, very compacted story, to where they don't have 80 episodes to tell the story. I mean, obviously across the Yellowstone universe, they might get to that many, but it's just one of those things to where, I don't know, and I'm always honest with you guys, just there's a level of frustration that their journey doesn't feel like it's ever going to be accomplished.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I am now, and I just, that voiceover at the end was clearly a foreshadow, I feel like. Who's this dude? What's he gonna do to her? It's late. There aren't a lot of people around. I don't think she has a lot of opportunity to get protected by anyone in this scenario. So it's like, what is gonna happen? Is this dude just gonna try to rob her? Is he gonna kidnap her? Is he gonna just take advantage of her?
Do other things.
Like, this just all feels really
everything
bad.
from her.
Yeah, and now Spencer's on foot trying to get to the train station.
We don't love train stations.
Yeah.
Not in this universe.
If you're a Dutton, you do. So I don't know. Like, there isn't a lot of optimism in this storyline currently. Mm-mm. And it just feels like every time we take like a couple steps forward and it's like, oh, hey, they're on their good track. They've got a car. She's on the train. Like, she has a ticket to get to where she needs to go. But then it's like 4 more steps backwards. And it just... Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because, again, it's just one of those things to where everything's falling apart at the Yellowstone. Everything is bad right now. Obviously, we didn't get anything with Whitfield this episode, but they continue to run into their problems, their threats. The winter, it's just like, even Jacob said it, like, it's never ending. And Zane, they're going to have to drill into his head while there. Like, just,
that's not sanitary.
That just seems so insane. And I mean, the whole Elizabeth storyline. What was your interpretation of Jack's facial expression?
Do I have to leave and take this woman to Boston to be her husband?
That's where your brain went with it?
Yeah.
Mine was, I'm over this.
Let her go?
Yeah. That's kind of where, like, it was one of those things to where in his brain, he knows he's not going to Boston. We know this. We know this dude. Like, with everything the family's dealing with right now, Jack can't leave, and I think he realizes that. And I think it's kind of like Alexandra was saying in her voiceover. Like, what else do we need to prove to the universe that we need to be together? at this point, it's like, I feel like the universe is telling Elizabeth, you aren't for this life. And I feel like Jack had the realization, even though he's only been home with her for like minutes, she sounded very clear in her decision. Like there wasn't a lot of...
It's a lot.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of hesitation. There wasn't a lot of like questioning the decision.
That life is not for everybody.
And she's like, once she's done with those shots, she's like, I'm out. I'm leaving. And I think he, and this is the way I read his facial expression, coming from my point of view, was he's like, fine, we're done. This is over. I have a duty and a responsibility to my family. And I mean, just looking at the list of things that have happened to her, like he doesn't even know that she was attacked by a wolf. He just walks in and she's getting this crazy shot in her stomach. So like this whole wolf attack, the journey that they dealt with, them losing their baby, the fact that even she's like, I never promised this kind of thing in my vows. Like, that's not what we promised to each other. I think she was so definitive in the words that she was saying. I think he just has a realization that's like,
she's done.
There's nothing I could say that's going to keep her here.
There's definitely nothing that he could say that would... I mean, you can't make the winter go away. You can't make their lives change unless you change them yourself.
He can't fix what has happened. And again, I just don't see him making the decision to go to Boston. Not with what they're dealing with currently. No. If they were thriving with no threat and there was no issues and everything was good, maybe he would consider it. But under these circumstances, there's no chance. I don't think there's any... Like, Jack has really grown on me over these like handful of episodes, and I think he's the one. I feel like he's the one who's going to take over and be the leader, because that's what he, like, again, he's lost a lot too. I mean, his family, his parents are essentially gone, so like his family is what's left, and he's had to grow up a lot faster than he probably needed to, because his dad was the one that was supposed to take over, and then it goes to him. So he's getting thrusted into this position. Obviously, the banner stuff and everything else going on. Yeah. I don't see how he could make the decision to just be like, hey, Jacob, she's mad. She doesn't want to be here anymore. This isn't what she agreed to. She's leaving, and I'm going with her.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
That's just how I read it.
You can't leave. You can't leave. You can never leave.
Yeah. So, and this storyline also with Teonna continues to evolve, and I don't know what the tribe is going to think under these circumstances, and the idea of like the cowboys and these two men, like the sheriff on her, I don't know what her name was. The sheriff that seemed to be on Teonna's side.
The Oklahoma sheriff.
Yeah.
Marshall.
Marshal. I don't know, like the fact that the two dudes were identified and she's like, yeah, I know them. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering where that puts her mindset and her. I mean, the fact that it was told
that she catches up with them and kills them and like takes care of them.
Do you think the Comanche get there before she does? Because like what the one dude said.
That threat was like, you better find him before, because we've got more than justice.
Yeah, justice isn't what they want. It's gonna be something different. Yeah. So. I hope she continues to be safe. I hope these two get exactly what they have coming to them. And yeah, I hope that the worst thing possible happens to this Marshal and this father and priest or whatever. Like, they're both bad people. They don't even deserve to have names or be titled properly. But it's just one of those things to where I hope they continue to be safe and they can make it through this, and those two get the most horrible death possible. Because they've earned it. Yeah. So, wow. I mean, another really impactful episode. I mean, that's regardless of how I feel about the progression of certain storylines, this show and this universe in general does a really good job of making you feel uncomfortable, hitting you in the friggin' soul with the story that they're telling, and make you feel really uncomfortable.
Make you feel like for damn sure. Really bad person.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. So this show hits on a lot of those notes. So yeah, I mean, on that note, do you have anything else?
No, I feel terrible.
All right, you guys share all your thoughts, leave your comments. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.